Hey guys, I am back for day 15 of the 30 days and 30 ways to unleash your abundance trainings, and I wanted to speak to you today and keep it a little bit shorter than the other videos that I've been doing. But the question is around how do you get out of self-doubt? How do you get over that when it is coming up for you as you are creating your business, as you are stepping forth and really putting your passion and your purpose out there? And what happens when these mindset gremlins come up and you actually start to feel a little bit stuck and then start to get into that pattern, the self-sabotaging thoughts of not really believing in yourself. So welcome to anyone who is watching me for the first time. I'm Jo Valentina Sinclair. I am a transformational life coach and NLP practitioner, and I work specifically with, or predominantly with, female creatives, creative entrepreneurs, creative coaches as well. And that can range from, I work with people in music, but I also mostly work with women who are in a service-led sector, maybe setting their business up online. So they may be a copywriter or an illustrator or an artist, or, if you are kind of resonating with this, then you'll kind of know whether you fit into any of those brackets as well. And much of the time, the women's challenges that they are coming to me with are around actually, how can I really do this thing that I want to do? So they may have started their business already, and that may be for yourself. You may have started your business already, and for anyone who is new to business, I work with a lot of women who are kind of like early stage, maybe in like the first 0 to 2 years, 3 years of their business. And this really can be where some of those mindset challenges come up. You're kind of so excited about putting your stuff out there and getting it out there, but then there comes the roller coaster of the highs and great opportunities coming, and the fact that you've got yourself out there, and then you never know when the next knock is going to come and how you're going to deal with that, or how to deal with it sometimes. And that's when the self-doubt can set in. That's when the low self-belief can set in. And that's also where some of those self-sabotaging thoughts can set in. And when that pattern of thinking is triggered, then the offset of that is we start to procrastinate. So let me know in the comments if this has ever happened to you. You have a spell of a month or a couple of months where you're doing really well, then all of a sudden something happens and you start to question whether you're meant to be doing what you're doing, or whether you can actually be as successful as you want to be, or whether this desire that you have in your heart is actually ever going to really get to the level that you want to take it. And this yo-yoing of vibration is something that really can affect a lot of people and effectively keep you stuck. It can keep you stuck in not getting to that next level. It can keep you stuck in really putting yourself out there and then getting back up on your feet and going for those new opportunities. And it can keep you from really growing, because the offside, or the offset of the reverse of these thoughts coming up is when you can look at them, self-doubt and self-fear and like low self-belief, all of these thoughts that are coming up, actually the brain is using them as a mechanism to protect you. And when they're coming up, It's normally when you are moving into a new level, when you're doing something that is stretching you, when you're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and when you're pushing for something bigger, when you're going to play a bigger game. And this is where so many people will either succeed or fail. You know, for people who really are starting to build their success mindset and their business mindset, which is essential if you're in business, and, you know, especially if you're a creative, then, you know, once you can really start to notice and reframe and understand and reprogram how you're going to respond and react when these feelings come up, then that is actually when you start to get to the next level. That is when you start to step out of your comfort zone, step into you know, that place where you want to be. And that's when you start to see shifts. And so if there's anything that you could take away from this video today, it's to actually start to empower yourself with a different way of reacting when these negative feelings come up. The self-doubt, the low self-belief, the self-sabotaging thoughts. You know, we can either go on a spiral and let them take over, or we can stop and be aware of those thoughts and that pattern of thinking and take a look at what triggered it. Was it a dip? Was it a knock? Something that didn't work out your way? And we can start to reframe how we're going to respond to that event. And we can pivot in a different direction, which will effectively create a different result. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up. They're just going through the pattern of having a knock or feeling low and letting their feelings override them. Whereas you have all the power in the world to take responsibility for the way that you choose to feel in any moment. And the more that you can really solidify that in your mind and practice changing that feeling, that negative feeling, into a positive thought quicker, the more that you will see that you will amplify your self-resilience, your emotional resilience, and you will see that you will be able to generate more opportunities faster. Your bounce back will be quicker, and you'll start to realize that sometimes the knocks and the blows that we receive, or the perceived knocks or blows or challenges that come up, are actually for your benefit. And so it's just to see that actually when these triggers are happening, you can see it in a kind of positive way and say, okay, I'm stretching. What is it that I'm stretching for? What is it that I'm going for? Actually, what is it that I'm scared of? Why is it that I'm scared? And you can go through a self-questioning process so that you can start to unlock and you know, kind of deconstruct what the real issue is. And if it's just the fact that, yeah, you're doing something that you haven't done before, you're pushing for a new level, then that's quite exciting. So one side of you is going to have the brain going, no, we haven't got the evidence to tell you that you're going to be okay, and we want to protect you. And that's when the self-doubt, fear, all of those emotions start to come. But in a moment, if you can stop and you can just pivot and look back and just reflect and really take a look at the situation and see where you're headed. If it's something that you haven't done before, then this is probably what's coming up for you. So a shorter video today, and I hope that that really helps and breaks down things for you if this is coming up for you. And I have been on my Facebook profile talking about the fact that, like, we're 6 months into 2019 now, and this really is the time to start to set those goals and to develop new ways of being, doing, having, experiencing, feeling, vibrating, so that you can create a different reality, that you can create different results, and so that you can walk into 2020 actually having already conquered some goals and knowing what direction that you're going to take for the rest of the year. It's absolutely possible to get this in place. And so I am, if this is resonating with you and you know you're ambitious, you're creative, you might be feeling a little bit stuck, maybe you need to get a plan together, maybe you need to need some, like, you know, mindset shifts, maybe you need to move the dial. I've been having some fantastic sessions recently with people where they've experienced shifts in just an hour. So this internal work that you can do is really, really powerful. And if you are committed to your business and success and actually moving forward, then give yourself the gift of actually investing in some mentoring and coaching so that you can really move forward and start to move the dial in your business. So I have a one-day retreat which is coming up on the 1st of September actually, which is called Visualize Your Path to Success, and it is a fantastic day for female creatives, entrepreneurs, women in business. And if you are looking to get that day, get like a deep immersive experience where you can treat yourself to a day out of self-discovery and really step into who you are, who you want to be, where you want to be, uncovering some of those blocks that may have been coming up for you time and time again this year so far, this can be the perfect opportunity for you to reprogram, to pivot, and actually point yourself in a more empowered position for you to finish the year and actually start 2020. And I'm talking about this because we can see already how quickly time is going by. So we've got 6 months left. And if you are looking for some personal support, then just drop me a message or leave a comment and I would love to hear from you. So I am going to go, and we got day 16 tomorrow, 30 days. This has been, you know, taking its time, but hopefully people are watching on the replay. And if so, then yeah, do leave your comments. Okay, bye.